be a bit tricky at times, I find, to make sure. Okay, hold on. Okay, you guys are seeing it. Cool. Alright, let's get back in. Alright, so here we go. So we are back, and we just went into that hole, and we told them to not tell anybody of it. We're going to try to see if we can find a way of getting what we found down there to work. I don't think it's going to be easy, unfortunately. But I think we'll have to just try to go with it and see if we can try to find a way of getting it to work. So let's return back to, I want to say it's Ganazar or Mataran. Which one? We're at Mataran now, right? If it makes us fast forward, we can always just load back to the older one. Because it shouldn't make us fast forward. Oh. Nope. Oh, here we go. Okay, we're back. Alright, so we are back, and we are trying to see... Actually, what is our quest right now, come to think of it? The map, find the temple, arena. We could do the arena master, but we don't really want to do that. Esdras, that's not happening. Because there's no way to talk through it. When you walk in, the only choice is to fight. Talk to Meru and enter Ganazar. Oh, no, we need to go to Ganazar, not... Okay, hold on, wrong city. I'm in Mataran, not Ganazar. Ganazar is the one I want to be in. Hopefully I didn't mess up the timeline here. Weirdly enough, it didn't seem to, so let's try to talk to him. Actually, let us go to that city. So, no, I mean, are we just kind of free to go wherever we want right now? You know, I kind of want to see. You know what, we're going to just test it out. To see if in this point in the game, you can just go wherever you want. Let's just go to Terran. Let's go to Terran. See what happens. Can I just go wherever I want right now? Last time... Okay, no, well, much has changed. The horde of beggars and derelict houses which made up the shantytown are gone, replaced by fortifications, glowering walls of new barracks, row of bodies mounted on crosses. Few still stir and moan. Okay, did this past time, though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Ganazar and see if that changes anything. Consider this an experiment. So if you're playing through, you can kind of see if you're free to roam. Okay, it seems like we're actually free to roam. Hold on, where am I at? Go back to Terran. We're actually free to roam, it seems like, right now. I want to see what happened with Terran before we go and talk to the questions. I don't know how much we'll be able to do that in the future. I mean, I guess we might get killed right here, so we'll find out pretty soon. Because we're working for the other guy now, which is not exactly what we want to be doing. Got my squeaky chair today. Let's see. That door is barred. Yeah, I'm not seeing. Hold on. We can actually just go straight to. Let's go to Fing. Let's see. Okay, is the door barred still? Can we talk to him? Is he in there? Is he gone? No, he's in here. Nothing in the moment. Okay, maybe we can't do anything with anyone yet. We'll try. We'll just try. Let's go to the palace, see what happens. Will they let me by? Hold on. Let's talk to Deller again. I'm glad to see you. Are you here to see Antidus? Yes, go ahead. You returned, gesturing. What did you find at the temple? Not yet. He sent me. We need it. Antidus says impatiently. Did you find Domitius? Was he of any help to you? You sent me to Ganazar. Ganazar frowns Antidus. be careful there. If Maru finds out you're looking for that temple, he'll crucify you, or worse. There's something else. The town's changed in my absence. Change? Yes, you could say that, says Antidus, looking grim. Terran belongs to Carinus now, and I've yet to see any benefits. Be patient, my lord. That's what Carinus tells me, although I don't see how turning my town into a military camp aids my cause. Still, that what's done is done, and I have no choice but to see it through, do I? Something else? No, never mind. Oh, okay, so we just checked out the town. I mean, I guess we always check out how the merchants are doing. See if the merchants recovered. If they ever financially recovered from what from our meddling. Let's see, there's Linus. I know that we were not necessarily good business for him. What can I do for you? Oh, nope. He didn't hold out hope. That's why I think it is. He just didn't hold out hope. Oh, browse the wares. Oh, he'd sell stuff. Nah, not really what I was wanting to do, but... I could sell the hand crossbow, but I kind of want to keep it just in case I want to switch to shield. However, I will sell one of these shields. Medium shield to hit penalty is going to mess with us since we barely can have any chance to hit. So let's just sell that already. Yeah, okay, so we got nothing else we can really do in this. I mean, I guess we have the heavy crossbow and we're going to hold on to all the different crossbow types. We're going to hold on to all the different crossbow types. We do have that ring, which would be nice to sell, but we're going to hold on to that. Let's see if there's anything else. Hold on, at the gate, were there still those people? Because I know I forgot about them. Or didn't have the money. I guess technically I didn't have the money until later, so. Yeah, unfortunately, maybe the Legion Barracks. I wonder where the barracks is doing. Because Carinus runs the town now, right? Or kinda runs the town. He's gotta have some gratitude for what we did for him, so let's see if he'll let us in. Nope, door's barred. Ah. Seems like they're not interested in talking right now. But, you know, it's fun to check it out. Shantytown. I'm guessing that's all empty now, yeah? Yeah, it's all gone. It's a shame. Well, I guess those people would have gotten kicked out anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter either way. Okay, world map. Going to Mataron didn't seem to cause a problem either now. So I'm going to go to Ganazar. Did we go to Hellgate? I think we did go to Hellgate. Was Hellgate the area? I think we did go to Hellgate. I'm going to check real quick. Since we know we can pretty much free roam now. Or mostly free roam. Hellgate, let's check it out. Oop, moving the mic. Long ago, a hunting party from the desert tribe pursued a strange triple-horned beast into the mountains and discovered a towering metal door set in stone in a cliffside. They later revisited the site with wise men and tools for breaking rock. With no idea how to open the door itself, the desert folk chiseled through the stone and jammed inside. A great treasure of ancient weapons, magic charms, and precious metals awaited them. While looting the complex, another hidden door, this one in the floor, was revealed quite by accident. Accessed the lower levels, the shaman decreed that the great treasure was a ruse, a distraction to placate fools. As their tribe was clearly not comprised of fools, it only made sense to send a scouting party to explore further. The scouts descended into the blackness, and the others waited. Walking from dark dreams of weirdly angled corridors and chambers of distinct shapes always on the edge of his vision, the shaman heard a low moaning from the doorway, like a wind from the bowels of the earth. The scouting party did not return. The shaman was angered and held the hidden folk beneath the mountain responsible for this turn of events. He gathered the strongest among the tribe to form a war party. They prayed and fasted through a long night, making shallow cuts in their flesh as was their custom, smearing red clay on their faces. And at dawn, the war party descended with the shaman's strongest blessings. The war party did not return, giving up on whatever secrets buried below the mountain. The tribe set its artisans to carve an ornate facade of a temple into the mountainside. A shrine to the brave warriors whose spirits were trapped forever in the underworld. For the first and only sacrifice to the temple, they performed a ritual called the Impalement of the Three Suns. passed down from their ancestors at the dawn of the world. The name designated both the 3 bright red wounds of the 3 stakes in flesh and the number of sunrises he who had offered could expect to see before enjoying the merciful embrace of death. Oh gosh. The shaman protested at the length that this ancient tradition did him too much honor, but his modesty was roundly ignored. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Alright. Kind of makes me think of that. What was it? There's an actual place that kind of has something like this. I wish I remembered. But I think Egypt has a place like this, and I think there's another one. I don't really remember where the other one is. Can't believe it's escaping me. But they have, I want to say, is it? I always get a lot of those different sites mixed up with names. Okay, this is looks like an empty room. What's going on here? Scrolls are falling apart in your hands, leaving nothing but fragments. A list of visitors, supply requisitions, reports, orders, perception, and lore. Well, we have lore. So, nah. Don't have enough perception. No. No, we're not finding anything. I don't see anything, at least. But I think that what we need to do is go over this way. Hold on, I want to check something real quick with this. How it's going on the stream. We're at... Okay. Uh-oh. Ah! Where have we gone? There we go. Maybe we have some nice lighting in here, though. Oh, door. Oh, is this where that war party kind of hid? Or rested? Possibly. They set up fire inside the building. Okay. Oh, and we've seen an elevator like this before. I can close that door. Ooh. Still not sure if it, excuse me, still not sure if it's sci-fi or sci-fi. Excuse me. Or like, if there's actually hidden sci-fi here, or if it's like ancient kind of, more ancient alien-y. So it's gotta be one. Oh boy. That's not good. You see a dead man slumped against the wall. It looks like he crawled here and bled to death from many cuts covering his body. He's clutching a strange metal ball the size of an apple, covered in strange protuberances. Examine the... Okay, it's a magical weapon of the olden days, said to be powerful, more powerful than 10 black powder bombs combined. It's covered with rust, and one of the protuberances is loose. You know what? Just for fun, let's remove it. I'm gonna die. I'm almost sure. Oh no, it actually... Slowly pull out, revealing a long cylinder. A striker spring inside the cylinder is rusty and stuck. You doubt you can fix it on the spot, but it probably can fashion another spring and calibrate it to the best of your abilities. With crafting, we're not super great at it. Yeah. Fixing ancient ordnance when it can go off at any moment doesn't seem to be one of your talents. Leave it alone. Okay, so we got this over here. Oh, that's kind of interesting little cavern thing going on there. Oh, construct. At first glance, it appears to be kind of a hideous shrine or statue, a metal spider rearing up on its back legs. But taking a few steps towards you, you see it's a mechanic. Sorry, not a mechanic, a machine, a mechanical construction straight out of some sorcerer's nightmare. The top half is a humanoid with arms ending in blades, and not the kind used for chopping vegetables. This upper part is perched on 4 spike-tipped legs. Any one of them is long enough to run a man through. Its once polished surface is now scarred and dented. The armor rent in several places, and it sits somewhat askew. The construct is a veteran of many battles. The head pivots ever so slightly in your direction. It sees you, but makes no move toward the doorway. Use the nullifier. I have a nullifier? Use the nullifier. You pull out the nullifier. Unfortunately, you have no idea what you can do with it. And forbidden from crossing the doorway by its program, the construct is patiently waiting for you to come closer. Initiate tactical retreat. I have a nullifier? What? Is that what this is? Okay, we don't have enough lore. I mean, we're gonna not be able to beat that. So I guess we're stuck. Stuck again! Unfortunately, at the lore locations. How much lore do I need? I have like 6 lore already. And if we look, 6 lore and 10 intelligence. I mean, that's more than half. Not really sure how you could spend any more points than anything else if you spent that many points in lore. Maybe if you started as a lore master? Let's leave that. Hopefully we can come back later. I imagine we can. It's worth a check, though. Worth a check, I think. Let's see here. Nope, nothing around. So I guess it's just a matter of just going away now. Now, I guess we can check all the other locations. Yeah, I guess we can check all the other locations. So it was Dead River. Did we go to Dead River? The lore locations. Maybe we can find something from these. We made a new location, so we haven't been here. Or it looks kind of similar to when we've been. Novice. Alright, well, we'll go talk to these people. Or if I can. Maybe I can talk to that one. That one I can talk to. For some reason, not the other one. Young man, so this is the young man talking. What the scrolls called a dazzling river port is now no more than the crumbling stones perched at the end of a dry riverbed. The only detail of note is an agglomeration of unusually dense fumes hanging over the dusty gulch. Just makes me think of the Fog Islands in Kinshi, but just more brown tinted rather than blue tinted. Or blue and white tinted. The only detail of the note is an agglomeration of usually dense fumes. Okay. After an unsuccessful attempt to peer through this unhealthy-looking cloud, you turn back and start to find a young man standing only a few feet behind you. He is empty-handed and dressed in old robes, many times patched and too threadbare to conceal any weapons. "What do you seek here?" he asks. Though you have spoken with people from many lands, his accent is strange to you. Wait for an old temple. "The great ziggurat?" nods the man. "It lies below the hollow." "The hollow?" "It was a lake once, but the gods cursed it," explains the man. "They sent an evil wind that brought death to everyone who hadn't gone into hiding and caused the waters to boil and turn to poison." How do I get across to the evil wind? There came a wind heralded by thunder, and it fell upon the town like a hammer, recites the man, struggling to remember the words. "Scorching the earth, withering every flower, a dark cloud covered the land like a cloak, hiding it from the sun and weather, and the earth trembled to its core." So how do I get across? "Where were you summoned?" asked the man with a childlike curiosity. Ooh. Oh no. No, we're gonna be honest. "Then you must take the trial and prove you are worthy." "A trial?" "The hollow is dry, so you can cross it on foot. The air isn't as bad as before, but it will weaken you all the same when you need your strength the most." "Why?" "The evil wind killed everything that walks, but spared things that crawl. Because the gods had a special task for them. The gods ordered them to grow big and guard the hollow until the curse is lifted and the waters are returned to wash them away. Let me guess, giant scorpions. They never go out of style, do they?" "They're fearsome and terrifying beasts," agrees the man. "There's no other way across?" "Not anymore," says the young man, "but there used to be." There are stories of a bridge made of light, but one must confess that I've had a hard time imagining such a thing. What man is worthy enough to walk on light? You can tell me more about that bridge of light? For a small donation to the elder, the elder will be happy to answer your question, says the man promptly. Probably the main reason he was sent to greet you. He points to stone steps and disappearing into the darkness. Okay, we'll talk to the elder, or that novice maybe. Where is the elder? That's another novice. Oh, hold on. Gods be with you, traveler, says the young man, looking at you with interest. Clearly, this place doesn't get many visitors. What is this place? It's a place of sorrow and hope, recites the man, bowing his head. This is where we grieve for the world that we lost. This is where we hope that the gods will return one day. You can grieve and hope anywhere. Then who'd maintain the machines? Asks the man, trying to look wise beyond his years. The machines? Machines were left in our care, the man explains patiently. They will herald the gods' return into this world. Can I see the machines? Certainly, nods the man. You can pray and light a candle. The gods will bless you for it. So you maintain these machines? I'm only a novice, says the man. We look after the elders, and the elders look after the machines. The elders shut themselves off from the world and live in darkness to be closer to the gods. How does it get them closer to the gods? Only an empty vessel can be filled, says the man with dead certainty. You must be empty your mind of all earthly thoughts to hear the gods when they talk to you. It takes many years to prepare yourself for the transition. Okay, it's a transition. When the novice is ready, he dedicates his life to the gods and descends into darkness. Leaving the world behind, from this day forward, he spends his days in meditation and prayer. He says wistfully, no more work. So that's your retirement plan. Become an elder and live the life of leisure in the darkness. I work here from dawn to dusk since I was a boy, and I still have decades of work ahead of me. Trust me, I won't miss the light. So they're underground. Is that what I'm getting? Or in like a shady area, maybe? Trying to find out where these elves are. Oh, I can see it. I can see a scorpion down there. I don't see any. It could be like just I'm missing an obvious hole in the ground. Here, I'm gonna try to. Hold on. Can I angle up and more? No, not really. Try to see if I can find this hole in the ground. Oh, go downstairs. A staircase. Ah, there we go. That's spooky. Let's go walk around. Elder. Can you talk to him? No. There's another elder just standing there. Oh, there's probably the elder we're looking for. A lot of them down here, though. You're standing in a large underground chamber, crowded with a host of bizarre machines and contraptions. There are reeks of old lubricant, rust, and harder to place scents. After trying to figure out the purpose of the equipment and the chamber itself, you decide the machinery must have been brought here from elsewhere for storage or display. The place is like a shrine to an age-long past. Drawn to a low flickering to your left, you approach what you took to be a still functional device, but the apparatus is long dead. The light comes from several small candles housed in a row of glass tubes painted red. "Who are you?" says the elder, his face hidden by a cloak. "A wanderer." "What do you seek here, wanderer?" "An old temple. Many have come before you. Few had the wisdom to leave. Did anyone else make it?" "A woman," says the elder. "It was not but a child when she came, but I still remember her. She demanded an escort. The elder refused, and she killed him on the spot without pity or mercy. She took our best men who were more afraid of her than the beast crawling in the hollow and left. She returned alone, but she never said a word, and we never asked her, for it is not our way. Can you give me an escort?" The elder laughs. "She drained our strength, and we've never recovered. There are no men left to give you. We buy children." What? That's a weird one to throw out there, just to cap that off at the end. Just so say it. Okay. He points at the young man who greeted you. "To replace lost brothers and keep the flame alive." Why do you stay here?" These holy engines were entrusted in our care. He points at the machines. Most of them were still seem to be long dead. It's our duty to maintain them. How do you do that? Or do you know what these machines did? How do you do that? We pray our gods and ask for the gods to guide our hands. Does it work? The gods aren't always there to answer our calls, so a few engines are still working. Of course, when the gods did need them, when the gods need them, we'll be ready, and they'll guide us like they always have. Do you know what these machines did? Wondrous things, exclaims the elder. Showing his face for a moment, it looks strangely deformed. With large, unblinking fish eyes, wide lipless mouth, and thick skin hanging in folds. They could raise the water in the river to the level of the lake. They could turn night into day and day into night. They could even conjure a bridge made of light over the lake. Do you mind if I take a closer look at the machines? You want to marvel at the holy relics? The elder says approvingly. You may do so. Perhaps you may like to stay with us and dedicate your life to worship. I'll pray that the divine will touch you and mark you as it marked me. He touches his face reverently. Examine the machines. Okay, we're way from... Let's see. Examine it. Success! Oh, by sorting a tangled disarray of cables, you determined the machine was once connected to a bank of power generators. The generators themselves were gutted long ago, and their shells converted converted by some ancient devotee into small shrines. That is problem number 1. Okay, Lord oh, it's crafting. Oh, success! By kicking apart the mechanical abominations left by the locals, and rifling through the detritus, you managed to scrabble together enough to repair one generator. It's less than you need, but you'll have to do. Sweeping the cable stubs and mouse skulls aside, you start rebuilding the generator. It's not your best work. In fact, from a distance of 5 paces, your creation is indistinguishable from its mutilated brethren. But when you throw the lever, it's almost human wheeze, and it almost gives a human wheeze and reluctantly comes to life. The elder gasps as a dull glow heralds the generator's return to basic function. The machine is working at no more than 30% capacity, but it's best you could do. Oh, we have to do another one. Easier said than done. So we fixed the power, and that's it. I mean, can I come back to it, or once I fail it, it's done? Where's my crafting here? Oh, it'd be another... Ah, boy. We could try boosting crafting a little bit. See if that's enough to get it. Nope. I don't know if it's because we already failed it or what. But the power, we fixed the power. Doesn't really mean anything though, since we can't use it. Maybe we can come back later. I don't know if we can. Might as well try. I'm not going down into that pit. That just seems like a good way to get killed. It just doesn't seem like it's going to be an amazing choice. Maybe the novice will have something to say about us fixing the power generator. Let's see. No, didn't have anything. Well, we fixed their power generator for free, and just decided to. What about the pass? No, the pass is held by that one guy. If we come back, he'll just kill us. Dead River old facility. We could always go back to the old facility. Let's go back to the old facility. See if I can craft anything down in. See if anything's changed. And who knows? Maybe the one guy came back. Oh no, this is the old facility. Okay, never mind. Can I go to the... Hold on. Hellgate, Dead River, the Pass, Zemeti. Was Zemeti the place with the tower? Maybe he got sealed off. I don't know. Oh, yeah, with all the dead people. Let's try to go into the portal. We still have the thing to go in. Use the Crimson Artifact. Okay. Wonder if he'll still be there. No, doesn't seem like it. Use the elevator. Or go downstairs. Well, downstairs is where we saw some of that crafting stuff. So I want to give that a look. So this time we're trying to kind of find out, because I don't want to move it on while we have the chance. To try to get some of this stuff here. There's a lot of stuff that required crafting, wasn't it, down here? Ah, we succeeded, so we can come back. It takes you a while, but you managed to remove the blade from the board, cutting a mounting hole and sharpening to a point. You wrap the metal handle with leather straps and add a sword to your arsenal. Oh, awesome. So you got yourself a sword. Not that that's necessarily the weapon we even use, but... Okay, we can't do anything with that one. I wish that... I feel like we failed something earlier, why we can't come back to this one. You close it, you notice a power... Oh, maybe this is a thing for a power tube. So maybe we got a power tube that would let us do something. Does this have power tubes anywhere? I mean, this looks like a power generator, right? Do they have power tubes anywhere in here? Because everything's asking for power tubes. I mean, a giant vehicle is asking for one, so I don't know if whether that'd be the best use of it, or... Oh, let's use the elevator. Where are we? Oh, there we go. Kind of run. There we go. Kind of curious if the silicon-based life form guy is still here. Cabinet. No, bunch of scrolls that we already checked. We checked a lot of this stuff already. Oh, chests! There was one that was opened. Hold on. Take all. We're gonna just take all the stuff. Alchemist table. So there was some stuff we had forgotten apparently. So that's good that we got some stuff. That's where we got the one, I guess maybe it was a nullifier then? We can't operate this, sadly. Examine the image. Okay, we already know that. We can't control it, unfortunately. Doorway. Alright, let's go down. So we got something out of it. We did come back and get a sword. I don't know how good that sword's going to be. In fact, we can actually check. The chopper. It's a two-handed sword. Not necessarily our forte. Not necessarily something super special. Oh, I can interact with it again. Fix it? No. Still haven't gotten enough crafting. Go down. Alright, well, I guess all we have to do is just keep doing the quest. We got some stuff, though. Knowledge is power, I guess, so we at least, we know we can come back. We know we can come back on some things, at least. And we will be able to still interact with them. So I'm glad to see that is the case. Obviously, there wasn't really anything there for us. And Dead River, all these places we can't really do anything until we come back. So I guess back to Ganazar. All we can do is just try to get better and better at lore and crafting, and see if there's anything that leads us down to. I don't know if it's just I'm getting bad luck with some of the random rolls, or if it's just that, or if there's no random roll at all. Oh, someone said plague. That's not good. Now, we talked to a lot of the people, if I remember correctly, right? And that's another clerk. I think we already talked to that clerk. If I want to talk to him again, just in case. No, we already did. So I'm going to go and talk to... Go ahead, go to where I'm supposed to be going. They've been doing the siege as long as I've been running around, joking and running off to these other places. Oh, Brother Marcus. Now, that's one I haven't talked to. What's up? Marcus Fabianus. My door is always open to the faithful, says a nobleman wearing a robe and a turban. The robe is lavishly decorated with the golden embroidery and probably worth a small fortune. I'm Marcus Sidonius Fabianus, the second acolyte. You can call me Brother Marcus. The second acolyte? I'm guessing Maru's yep. Brother Maru's the first acolyte, says the nobleman, his facial expression inviting you to connect the dots. My family is the second in Ganazar. Thus the title of the second acolyte is mine without contestation. Okay, so you share Brother Maru's beliefs? My family has sworn an oath to serve the House Crassus hundreds of years ago. Lord Maru's creed is my creed, says the nobleman proudly. When he fights, I fight. When he kneels, I kneel. Where he goes, I follow. Okay, what does the responsibilities of second acolyte entail? When the gods return to establish their kingdom, Brother Maru will be elevated above all men and granted kingship. As the second acolyte, I will step behind him and assist him in carrying out his duties. It is the highest honor, adds the nobleman, as if unsure that you can grasp such an important detail. What makes you think the gods will make Maru a king? The true kingship comes from heaven, says the nobleman, raising his finger. Much like a lord cannot attest to every detail, he needs trusted servants to do his will and looking after his domain. The gods need men pure of heart and blood, of course, to do their will and administer their kingdom. There's no other way? There is no other way, adds the nobleman with certainty. And blood, eh? Okay, so what happened to we're all brothers and sisters? We are, the nobleman gives you a fake smile. But even amongst brothers and sisters, there are those who are born first and those whose destiny is to lead and inherit. And those who were born last, whose destiny is to serve the firstborn and follow their lead. So birth determines your station. The gods determine your station, says the nobleman, saddened by your ignorance. If one's meant to plow soil, one is born to a farmer. Brother Maru has been chosen to herald the gods' return. Do you think he could have done it had he been born a farmer? So all these people in Lowtown are misguided, the nobleman says quickly. Their hearts are in the right place, of course, but due to their low birth, they aren't equipped to understand matters of philosophical nature. They speak of freedom, but spread chaos. He shakes his head. Okay. So he kind of echoes that other nobleman we talked to last episode, I think. So I'm just checking around, seeing if there's anyone else we could talk to. Oh, alchemy. I don't think I can even harvest it. I don't think I have like any alchemy. No. They all look the same to us. Just want to double check. Yeah, nothing on that side either. Worth a shot. Alright, let's go up to the gate. We've stalled long enough on finding out what's in here. I don't think I can do any more. My name is Haita. I seek an audience with Lord Maru, or tell Maru, the praetor of Hasturilla. Let's say the first one. See what happens. Reputation of failure. Okay, only men and women of faith are allowed to enter. The guard says firmly, if you're one of us, let your deeds speak for you. Or tell Maru to be a praetor of Hasturilla and needs audience. Okay, right this way, praetor, says the guard, gesturing to his men to open the gate for you. Okay. Okay, suspiciously, basically empty courtyard. That's interesting. Yeah, almost entirely empty. I guess he wasn't joking about giving up a lot of his stuff. Varro, hold on. Hello. Over the course of his life, Varro has developed a pragmatic observation that is all about survival and making it to the next day. Principles are otherwise questionable qualities were dead weight. And other questionable qualities were dead weight that would get you killed and were no use to you once you were dead. Thus, loyalties and honor were nothing but summer flowers, pretty when it's warm, but quickly forgotten when its harsher seasons come. Such a season did not come recently, putting an old-timely end to a score of boatmen in Varro's career as guildmaster and presenting him with new opportunities. Okay, welcome to Ganazar, Master Haita the Shepherd, Smallsborough. What can I do for you? We have nothing to talk to him about. It's interesting. Oh, we talked to the Phelan first. Phelan fixes unblinking eyes on you for a moment, stopping you in your tracks, then quickly looks away. You take a moment to recollect your thoughts. How do you do it? How do you do it? I just do, his voice grating and harsh. Brother Maru says I'm touched by the gods. I used to think I'm cursed, but now I'm not sure. Why? I thought it brought me nothing but pain. I was beaten half to death before, more times than I can remember. I drifted between the worlds for days at a time, and that's when my gift grew stronger. You drifted between worlds? That's what my brother told me. He was always looking after me until a sickness took him. I slept for days, neither dead nor alive. No healer could wake me up, yet my brother could never wake me. Yet my brother never gave up. He dripped sugary water into my mouth and waited until I woke up. He begged me to keep my eyes down, but I couldn't. I just couldn't. The thrill, the excitement, the power was all too much for me. How was I supposed to know when I was being tested by the gods? Okay, so now you serve Brother Maru? He saved me from the gallows and gave me purpose. When I took my first life, the pain was excruciating. I was within those men when they died, or maybe I was all these men when they died, one body at a time, until only my own was still breathing. Wait, is he gonna kill people by looking at them? There are many living things that kill, yet that what killer gets to experience his victim's suffering and live through it. Did you kill again? I did, says Phelan, showing no emotions. Brother Maru convinced me that the gift was given to me for a reason. It would be an affront to the gods to reject their gift. Sharing the agonies of the dying over and over and over again are my penance for an absolution. I think he's right. The pain is indiscernible, yet I find that I miss it when I go too long without punishing the human wickedness. Oh, gosh. Does your power grow still, or do you share his beliefs? Don't say that. I want to feel what Brother Maru does, says Phelan, but I can't. It too is denied to me. For a moment there, he sounds angry when he closes his eyes. His lips move, either praying or counting. When he opens his eyes, you can read nothing in them. I must have faith the gods have a plan for me. Okay, so does your power grow still? Streetwise. Okay. It took all my strength to kill a man for the first time. I was exhausted and drained of energy for days. Now I can stop your heart from beating as easily as swatting a fly. The telltale signs suggest that Phelan is lying, whatever his power is. He can't stop your heart or do anything of the sort, which doesn't mean he isn't dangerous. Okay, so he's lying about being able to kill people by just looking at them. Or at least as much as he's saying he is. You're standing in front of Lord Maru. He's dressed in an Eastern manner and has an aura of humility and piousness about him. Though you can't say whether he is a humble and pious man, or merely wants to come across as one. There are no guards in the room, nothing that would highlight his status and station. Lord Maru is accompanied only by a plainly dressed man with thinning hair and dark eyes that seem to penetrate your very soul. Okay, there's that guy before. There are no lords here, brother. Are we not all equal in the gods' eyes? We are measured only by our devotion and faith. Serve faithfully and give yourself to the gods, and you too will stand one day where I stand now. Okay, you have no guards, or it appears your devotion has led you on the wrong path. What are your men doing in the ruins? Ooh. That's kind of a jump. I'll do that. Want my men go where the gods lead them, Praetor, says the man defiantly. Lord Galus has sent me here to explore the possibility of a peaceful resolution. Should I tell him you're no longer in control of your men? Or you didn't answer a question. What are your men doing in the ruins? Oof. I'll try the first one. Let's drop the charade, Praetor. Galus wants Ganazar. He says we broke some law invented by Hasturilla, but I don't see any court of my peers. I don't see a court of my peers gathering to discuss this imaginary transgression of mine. I see an army preparing to attack. Do you really think that you're here to negotiate? Why am I here then? I'm not here for Galus' game, says Maru with disdain. He's clearly waiting for something. He can't use his Ordu yet, can he? Too soon? Using savages against one of the oldest noble houses? It won't sit well with people. Paulus? He might do it if Galus is willing to part with an arm and a leg. Is he? I'm not privy to such information. What good are you, Praetor? You come here to judge me when it is your house that should be judged. What should I do? So what do I tell Galus? Tell him when that is not too late to repent. Tell him that the gods are all seeing and that there will be a reckoning. Says Maru with his eyes burning conviction. You really believe that? Maru studies you for a moment, then says one word, come. Follow him. Oh boy. You step inside and stop in front of a man sitting cross-legged on the floor. The room is dark and bare, devoid of any furniture or objects, except for small candles, forming a small circle around a man and a bowl smoking incense. The man's head is shaved and tattooed, but his face is hidden by the darkness. Sensing your presence, he looks up and fixes his eyes on you. Slowly his eyes are changing their color. Or color is slowly drained from them, becoming impossibly white and shining with a supernatural light. Suddenly you feel lightheaded and weak. It was said that Nebuchadnezzar, the great sage and prophet, was visited by the divine in his humble mountain abode and commanded to answer Brother Maru's prayers for divine guidance and act as a conduit between the house Crassus and the divine plane. The great sage left his abode without delay and soon appeared before Brother Maru. The guards tried to block his way, but the divine will couldn't be denied. The guards burst into flames, and the great sage spoke in a voice of thunder, which caused the earth to shake. Brother Maru welcomed Nabopolassar with open arms, and the great sage then blessed House Crassus and its holy mission. What do you see, O Holy One? Asked Maru, bowing his head. His head just blew up. The gods are returning, says the man, his voice dead and flat. It's not a prophecy, grand and awe-inspiring. It is a warning, chilling and alarming. House Crassus will rise, its enemies will fall. How do you know that? The man fixes you with glowing eyes, making you feel uneasy. I'm a living conduit between our worlds, the divine plane. God, speak through me, whisper in my ears. He touches one of his ears and looks at the blood on his fingers. Ooh, what do the gods want with us? What any father wants from his children, obedience. Okay, so what message do you want me to take to Lord Gallius? Submit and live, defy and die. The light goes out of his eyes, and the man slumps, gesturing for you to leave. That's a bit spooky. As you can see, Praetor, I've been very open with you, says Maru with false humility. I've answered your questions truthfully, and now it's my turn to ask. Having seen what you've seen, having heard what you've heard, would you open your heart to the gods and embrace the truth? Would you serve the gods and do their bidding, or would you rather kneel before the false lords? There are rumors that you found your faith in the depths of the castle. What's there, brother? What did you find? So we kind of dodged that question. Very well, says Maru with a strange smile. Come with me, brother. Following him. Maru takes you deeper and deeper into the castle. To two stone-faced guards appear out of nowhere, and the moment you leave the audience chamber and follow you, staying you leave the audience chamber and follow you, staying a few steps behind. Eventually, Maru stops in front of an old metal platform. We're almost there, he says anxiously, inviting you to join him. One of the guards throws a switch and the platform starts a slow descent into the bowels of the castle. The platform comes to a stop near an ancient gate, two heavy slabs of dark metal bearing the golden symbol of House Crassus. Your destiny awaits you, says Maru, pointing at the gate. Be warned, many went through this door over the years, yet few came out. If you have doubts, turn away, for faith is your only shield when you present yourself to the gods to be judged. Oh gosh. What happened to those who failed? They were struck dead. Others lost their minds. I did, says Maru with pride. Truly the first acolyte. The prophet passed the test too, although he was barely alive when the guards came for him. Sure. Why not? Go on through. You enter a massive, strangely decorated chamber, but at once step back, dizzied from an abyss. Above the rock ceiling is hewn arcane symbols, while your feet is an open space, a bottomless night sky of alien stars, forming no constellations you recognize. It's uncanny, unnatural, a sorcery beyond your imagination. You shrink from it instinctively, as if pushed by an invisible hand against the reassuring firmness of a stone wall. Alright, so let's think here. Examine it. Lure success! Aha! Machinery hums on all sides, giving the impression of that this chamber is but one part of a humongous complex. Pipes of all sizes snake in and out of the walls beneath the lip of a parapet, and glowing deeper down where the stone walls end, black sky begins. Finally, you're able to drag your eyes up the walkway leading over to the abyss. The throne there seems to wait for one worthy enough, powerful enough to claim it. It beckons you. Uh-oh. You pause to consider what for the greater technology, you pause to consider for the greater the technology, the greater need for caution. You search your memory for any reference that you might which might apply to this place. You recall a tractate dictated to an ancient artifact similar to what you've discovered here. The device was used to detect tears in the fabric of the world. These tears were said to be incredibly rare, and the description of their exact cause is more or less gibberish to you, as an unspecified event where, in defiance of the natural order, where cosmic waves fail to collapse. This failure creates a physical anomaly which occupies the same space in two different dimensions at the same time. The hill in which Ganazar was built was supposedly erected from the plane for defensive purposes, though it would seem much easier and cheaper to simply choose an existing hill. Could it be that House Crassus raised those specifically to enclose and study one of these tears from which to happen to manifest hundreds of feet above the ground? Gosh. Explore the room. Okay, so I want to really quickly, because I don't want to fail lore here. Okay, I don't have any points. So I feel like this is going to be a lore thing. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a lore thing. This is where we're going to save. Because, just cause at this point. Oh boy. Can I examine anything around here or no? Not really. Can I walk on? No. I was kind of curious. Examine the throne. The throne seems to be waiting for one worthy enough, powerful enough to claim it. It beckons you. Take a seat. You know you want to. We're gonna just do it. Oh wow! We succeeded. Ever so slightly, you ease yourself onto the seat, dreading what might happen. The chair is hard and uncomfortable, but except for your palms tingling on the armrest, seem ordinary. You become aware of a low wind in the chamber. Before you can locate the source, it resolves into the murmur of distorted voices in your ears. Your head knocks against the back of the throne, and your fists clench, and the mind is flooded with confusing succession of images. You see metal spires, blazing suns, unfamiliar land masses laid out like a map, and violet waves of another world's oceans. Each of these inexplicable visions is accompanied by raw emotions, hatred, curiosity, sadness, and other alien and unnameable sensations. You shake your head violently as if to dispel a nightmare, but these visions are not enough from your brain, but from outside agency. The chaos continues, intensifies for an anguished blur until your mind finally succumbs to merciful darkness. Wake up. Your eyes open on the dim light of the starry floored chamber, blood and bile dripping from your mouth. Weak and disoriented, you walk away from the chair, cursing the ancient ones and their bizarre devices. Oh gosh. Can I talk to it? No, I can't do anything again. Let's talk to him. You're alive, exclaims Maru in disbelief. The gods found you worthy of their blessing. Okay, I must return to Mataran immediately. This is bigger than our houses, Praetor. The gods have spoken to you, chosen you. Having seen what you've seen, having heard what you've heard, would you open your heart to the gods and embrace the truth? Would you serve the gods and do their bidding? Would you rather kneel before the false lords? I need time to process what I saw. I said that. Then take your time, brother, says Maru, barely concealing his disappointment. Pray that it won't be too late. Okay. See what happens. I'm surprised we actually... Okay. I was almost almost sure as soon as I saw that there was a chair saying, hey, go sit in it, we're just going to get electrocuted. It's going to be a really fancy execution chamber. But it seems like we came out alright. And nothing really different, character sheet-wise, so I don't know. I fortunately didn't damage any... I don't know if you can get damage stats in this. I wonder if we can return back without... What to think. Let's see. So we survived that. I wonder... So that's all it did. It really just gave us a vision. You know what? Let's just try to travel back to Mataran. Okay, we'll travel back to Mataran, but if it passes time, I'll go back. Because we don't want to pass time. And then let me try to go back to Maldoran initially. Without passing time. So hopefully he doesn't do it again. Oh, or hopefully he doesn't do it this time. Alright. Let's go to the palace. Let's go say what we saw here. Oh, did we lose our weapon? Let's put that on. Well, no, that's a two-handed sword, so let's put that dagger. Do you lose the dagger? No, there we go. And then let's throw arrows into our... I don't think we actually need to put arrows in our belt bag, so I think we're okay. And we can't really wear anything else. We'll just throw, just in case. There. I'll feel much more comfortable doing that. Let's see what Galeus has to say. I just returned from Ganazar. Tell him what you saw. And that's why Crassus must be destroyed. Delinda est, as they used to say in the old days. Still, it would take more than whispers in my mind to defeat our troops. You haven't seen any recently dug out engines of war, new artifacts, or any allies we know nothing about. No. Very well. Travel to Karator without delay, and talk to Dux Paulus. I want him to help us take Ganazar. In exchange, Gallus sighs, reluctant to voice his thoughts. In exchange, the guards will become my military arm. The charter will be abolished, and all restrictions placed on them by my ancestors will be lifted. How about the Ordu? The Ordu are a potent weapon, but I can't use it yet. No, not against a city like Ganazar and a rival house. People will not accept it. Even in war, there are rules of conduct. So, intelligent success. What if the Imperial Guards who attack Ganazar without provocation... What if the Imperial Guards who attack Ganazar without provocation and you had no choice but to send the Ordu to stop them? Unfortunately, they arrived too late to save Lord Maru. You don't want to be too clever, Haita, the shepherd says Galeus after a long pause. You might outsmart yourself. If I follow your advice, I'd lose the Ordu and weaken the guards enough not to be a threat for at least a few years, but I'll create an enemy that will never forget this betrayal. Sometimes it's best to pay a fair price to gain an ally. The thing is, I agree with him there. It's best to gain an ally than stab them in the back and gain an enemy for life. Okay. Powerful men will always have enemies, my lord, but an opportunity like this cannot be missed. Think of what you can accomplish in the next few years if you rule supreme. The guards might not even have an issue by then. Trading or etiquette streetwise, my lord, you've driven the noblest intentions. You're driven by the noblest of intentions, which do you much credit. But you underestimate Dux Paulus. By all accounts, the man is a snake who can't be trusted. I say without the slightest doubt they will start plotting against you the moment you welcome into Maldoran. Or etiquette and streetwise or persuasion. I want to do persuasion. Nope. So we got sent to Karator. Maybe I should have done the other one since it was two stats and two stats I have a decent score in. Alright, so we'll leave it there. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We got to see a lot of stuff today. We did a little backtracking just to see if there was any stuff we could get. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a good... I hope you guys continue having a good week. And see you next time. Alright, bye.